Hi everyone, this will be another short video. I would like to teach you a simple variation of sun salutation. It is really beneficial to practice every morning when you get up or after you sit or don't move for a long time. This practice really moves all the body. It warms up all body parts and yeah, it's very healthy. So let's get started. First we will do 2 rounds of it, and then after I will explain in details what to watch out for in each poses. So let's get started. I move this a bit diagonal so you can see me better. Place yourself in the front of your mat. The outer edges of the foot should be parallel, so maybe your feet will be to the middle a bit. And stand straight, stretch upwards with the top of your head, and just breathe and focus inwards. And with the next inhale, stretch outwards with your arms. Inhale, stretch upwards, and then exhale, bend forwards, bend your knees. And with an inhale, step back with the right foot, put down the knee and the feet, and stretch forward with the chest. Grab the mat with your fingertips. And with an exhale, step back, plank. And with this exhale, put down your knees and chest and chin, Ashtangasana. And with an inhale, push yourself forward into Cobra. Push your pelvis into the ground, stretch backwards with your elbows. And with the next exhale, push yourself up into mountain pose. Just lift the pelvis. You can bend your knees. The heels don't have to touch the ground. But if they can, then that's all the better. Stay here for a few breaths. And with the next inhale, step forward between your palms with your right foot. And stretch forward with the chest. Push your foot in the back. And with the exhale, step up, bend forward. And with an inhale, slowly get up and stretch upwards. Exhale, back to the middle. Inhale up. Exhale, bend forward. Bend the knees if you need to. Left foot backwards, chest forwards. Inhale. And with an exhale, step back, plank, and Ashtangasana. Elbows close to the body. Inhale, push forward, Cobra. And exhale, mountain. And just breathe. With the next inhale, step forward with the left foot. Stretch forward with the chest. And exhale, step up, bend forward. Inhale up, stretch upwards. And exhale to the middle. One more round. Inhale up. Exhale down. Right foot backwards. Inhale. Left foot backwards. Exhale, plank and Ashtangasana. Inhale, Cobra. Exhale, mountain. Keep your arms stretched. Spread your fingers. Push your palm into the ground. With the next inhale, step forward with the right foot. Stretch forwards. Exhale, step up, bend forward. Inhale, slowly up and stretch upwards. And exhale to the middle. Last half round. Inhale up. Exhale down. Left foot backwards. Stretch forwards with the chest. Inhale. Exhale, step back, plank and Ashtangasana. Inhale, Cobra. Exhale, mountain. Left foot forwards, inhale. Right foot forwards, exhale. Inhale, slowly get up, stretch upwards. Exhale, to the middle. Look a bit inwards. Look what's happening to the body. Observe if you started to get a bit warm. How is your breathing? And slowly open your eyes if you close them. And now we will learn in detail. The way I made it in this order, because if you learn more in detail what to look out for, then you can rewind to the front of the video and just practice a few rounds every morning, for example. So first step with the outer edge of the feet parallel to each other. And all the way, when we stretch upwards, keep your hands, elbows straight. Stretch from the middle of the chest all along as you lift up your arms and breathe in the chest. The stomach gently comes in and upwards. And try not to make a backward bend. So when you do a backward bend, that's a different practice. We don't need that now. We want the rib cage to elevate upwards as much as possible. And you can even stay here a few breaths. And exhale down. It's the same. Keep stretching outwards all the way from the middle of the chest. This is the first movement. So inhale up. And exhale down. There's two ways to go down. One with a straight back. You start to bend you start to tilt your hip with the back straight. And then as you cannot go anymore down with a straight back, you slowly bend it forwards. And this is how you arrive. The other option is to go from the bottom, go from the top. You start to bend the neck and the body immediately and just slowly roll down. Choose whichever option is best for you. And then with an inhale, step backwards with your right foot. Put down your knee and foot. If it's too much for your knee, then you can even put a towel under it, so it's softer. But the point is to grab the mat in the front, try to stretch forwards with the chest, and meanwhile push your feet into the ground to get off weight from your knee. You can even push it, so you could push it as strong as your knee elevates, but you don't want that. The knee should be on the ground, but there's barely any weight on it. And if you do this, you can feel that your hip starts to lower. You can even lower your hip, and that will create more intense stretching in the front of the hip. Only go as far as it's comfortable to you. And step backwards into plank. In plank, just pay attention that your hip and your stomach doesn't fall towards the ground. All the body is straight. You stretch backwards with the heels and forwards with the chest. Don't let your chest fall between your shoulders, so like this. Rather push out. The scapula comes to the side. It's quite an active and very beneficial practice as well. And with this exhale, put down your knees. So when you step back to plank and you lower yourself down, it's one exhale. When you're doing the fluid sun salutation. When you lower yourself down, pay attention that your elbow doesn't come to the side, but stays all the way next to the body, like this. And you can achieve this by rotating forward your elbow bands and keeping it like that. So as you can see, my elbow bands are completely forward, and this is how I lower myself. The more difficult part is the chaturanga. So you can either do Ashtangasana or you can do chaturanga. Do the one that you can keep your shoulder in place. So if your shoulder falls, if you try to do chaturanga but your shoulder falls to the side and you cannot keep it in the back, then don't practice chaturanga. It's because you will only, it would be more beneficial for the muscle development if you do the correct one. So let's stay at Ashtangasana. You lower yourself with an exhale, and with an inhale, push yourself forward into Cobra. In Cobra, the buttocks are active. Push your pelvis into the ground. The lower ribs are also on the ground, and forward, stretch forward with the chest all the way. So you don't try to go upwards, you only try to go forwards. The hands, the shoulders are rotated back and down. So try to close your scapula next to your spine. Try to breathe in the chest, and if you do this correctly, you can even observe that your belly comes a bit up and forward, forwards. Maybe it even elevates from the ground. And with the next exhale, push yourself into mountain pose. And here, make sure to spread the fingers. Push your palms into the ground. Especially pay attention that the pad below your index finger should be on the mat. Try to rotate forwards your elbow bands, and push all the way from here. It doesn't matter if the knees are bent or not. It's completely up to your current physical condition which one you do. But this pose should be comfortable. So don't try to force anything. And from here, it's the same. You step forward with the right foot. With an inhale, push down your hind foot, sorry. So the knee not elevates, but there's barely any weight on the knee. Stretch forward with the chest. Lower your hip. And with an exhale, step up with your foot. Comfortable forward bend. Bend the knees if you need to. There shouldn't be too strong stretch in the back of your thighs. And with an inhale, come up, stretch upwards. And exhale, back to the middle. Hopefully I was not talking too much or too fast and it was all clear. If it was not, then feel free to ask questions. And I hope you will practice this a lot, because it really wakes up the body, and it really makes you healthy if you practice it regularly. Thank you for practicing with me. Have a nice day.